that's working.
You gotta give it away to the ones you love.
Let's see, hold on. Like that? No. It's almost like I want this headpiece to be this really smooth. Let me see. Let me see if I need the fin. I may not need the fin. Hold on. Okay. I may not need the fin. I may not need the whole fin. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. All this other stuff, I gotta feel like I gotta see if I like it. So if he has in his hand, let's see. But again, I don't want to cover up what we got here. Start the computer. All right. Oh, internet. See, I like to set up my other laptop. Set up laptop. How many people say lab? Lab. Means you're older than 35. Still saying laptop. Right on there. Computers are, what they are now. Turn on my lab. It's not lab. It's a laptop. Okay. Ooh. All right. So. Okay, yes. I feel like I can pause this. All of this is gonna. Oh man, I want it to feel like it's a piece of some sharp glass. It's gonna be radiating red, but everything else is gonna be nice and black here. So what if humanity is so far gone? That he is in fact, partially human, not even fully human. Okay? That kind of thing. Just playing with the concept. Just trying to play with this as an idea. If it doesn't feel right, scrap it. Go within that direction. Why are you up, aren't you? No, I am not at New York. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. No, I'm enjoying my home base this year. We're gonna do fun stuff. I got commissions I gotta do and all that good jazz. Let the folks have their fun in New York. It's all good. Didn't want to do it this year, personally. It's a burnout, man. You do this stuff every year for 10 years, man. I enjoy, I guess, the feel of coming back into it. That's cool. It's good to see people hang with and all that good stuff. Yeah. Tired, boss. Let me see if I can open my laptop. Yawn 3 times. There we go. Let's see. Let me turn up the sound. Like that. Okay, let's see. Okay, y'all, hold on. Let me set up this thing. I'll be right back. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me set it up correct. I'm gonna start right. But I'm gonna do a sketch tonight. I'm gonna stop there. Okay, peace. Okay, let's see. Oh my God. hit the button, went upstairs, I guess. Sometimes it be like that. Hold on. Let's find out. We got some loyal people here. Probably one person. What did I do? I can barely hear you. Which one is this? I did go get something to set up. My bad. Y'all. Okay, let me hit the button. Hold on. Let me see now. We gonna get back. I went to go get some food, snack on, all kind of stuff. Let's see. I just left the button running. It's okay. Listen, sometimes when you do stuff, you know, you're not ready to do stuff. You know what I mean? That's all. But we're gonna get back to it. My bad, y'all. Let's go and get back to it. Where my headset at? Where my headphones? Turn my headphones up. All right. Let's get this. All right. Oh, excuse me. Welcome back. We had some technical difficulties, but only in the sense that I went to go do stuff. That was the technical difficulty. Yes. You know, sometimes it be like that. You know, don't judge. Thank y'all for hanging out. You know, put me on the tab and just he'll be back. Yeah. New York. Listen, man, I was there in spirit. Maybe next year I can be out there. See, I think I'm gonna change this. I know this is fine, but or do I want to change it? Part of me wants to actually put some expression in them. Oh man, it was, you gotta understand, I've been doing New York Comic Con for over a decade. So, it's just been some haberdashery and a little bit of burnout. I guess. But also, they've been doing some weird stuff with the seating. Like we haven't been able to get into Artist Alley. And like I said, we've been going for over a decade. So it's kind of weird. You start doing more stuff in the industry and they start treating you differently. Now, granted, we've had years where we didn't get in as vendors and we just kind of still went, but when it gets weird. What references are you using? None right now. I'm just off the top. Literally just off the top designing. Which is the fun part to me. Like it's fun to sometimes not take reference for just because I'm trying to design from scratch. I want to design something that speaks to the character, but at the same time, I don't want it to feel like anything that I know about Mr. Terrific, So I did have Pinterest up. And I like to kind of go in and feel different things. But that's kind of the idea is I didn't want it to feel like anything I had seen from Mr. Terrific before. So I'm playing around. I'm just kind of vibing and riffing, just to kind of feel out what I can make. So, but again, this is a dark character. Most of the characters in this universe are kind of a dark version of themselves, or it's pretty traumatic in most cases. So I'm trying to embody that foremost, and then kind of put it together from there. See what it is, see what I want to make. But if it feels right, if it feels like the character, I guess in spirit, then I've done my job, right? That's kind of the goal. So that's all I'm doing. That's all we're doing. We just kind of vibing off of the idea of what Mr. Terrific in a darker tone would be like. All day I was looking for the great Mr. Terrific. Yeah. And I think, like I said, I don't think I've ever drawn him because I didn't like I just never liked his costume. Like, I can fill in everything for who he is, but almost, oh, for God's sake. God bless it. Tracks, man. Jeez, how do I tell it to shut up with all of this audio crap? I don't want any freaking. Let me see if I can do this. Can I turn it off? I want no freaking. I don't know if I can turn it off. I got the genre. But how do I turn off lyrics, man? Just instrumentals. I just want instrumentals. This is so instrument. I guess I could do a specific instrument, but they don't have a way that I can just kind of cut it out. Doing an all-female saga for Swaptober. Listen, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that. Okay, yo, Artist Alley is the spot for you. Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, I didn't like that spot up there, just left. And it was fishy because it was like 4 or 5 black people up there. When the clues start adding up, I'm like, really? I got 5 black vendors up here? Ain't no way. And it's not like we were late to put in the application or nothing. But all that to say, I'm not crunchy or anything. It's just like they're charging more, and like that was our 3rd year getting put in that weird spot. So it's like, okay, well, hold on. We'll take a break. Take a break and re-up and produce, and yeah, like we're gonna start on we started the script for issue 5, a lot of stuff like that. We got work to do anyway, so I got work. I know I got tons of work. I know Greg is working on stuff as well. But yeah, man, sometimes it's okay to skip a year, re-up, get your body right, come back fresh. See, I like what I have here, but part of me wants to go a little bit more expressive. Hold on. See, I may need to reference this. Hold on. I may need a reference for this. I kind of want to make it feel like he's not all there, like he's kind of crazy. Like cyber psychosis a little bit, Like he wouldn't be stable. Maybe like on the verge of crazy, But I'm telling the story in my mind. I know what I'm trying to shoot for with this. But like he wouldn't be cool, calm Pete all the time. Like this version would have to be kind of tortured, I think. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. I can see that. Y'all coming back? Wayne Cambrose. I know it was packed. I know it was packed. Yeah. No, I love the show, man. That's one of the shows that I enjoy. It's a lot of energy, bro. Like literally, like we got to walk to that show in Manhattan. We be trying to get a hotel that's close to the Javits, man. But the prices, sometimes you got to be all the way. We was like 30-minute walk from the Javits every morning, every night. You walking. You've been, at a show all day, but. Yeah, you gotta still walk your tail all the way back to that hotel. Oh, for goodness sake. Shut up. Let me see. But I know that it looked like it was a good party, man. I saw some photos, saw some folks posting about it. It looked good. But yeah, I gotta get to work. I got some work. I gotta publish one of these Swaptober books. All kind of cool stuff gotta happen. We gonna keep the party going. Yeah. Appreciate it. I know that we will have content. We gotta get some content to sell up there. That's mandatory. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Hold on. I got it. Sometimes you gotta work with some things here. Hold on, let me get in. I think this is what I was trying to go for right here. All right, hold on. Hold on. Just hold on now. Trying to make him look a little bit on that fringe side. He is not all there. Brother man would be, he's dealing with a lot of stuff. I'm thinking like if he's pushed towards the darker spectrum, I think he's a pretty tortured character. I did see a video that kind of went into Mr. Terrific's backstory, and it's it's pretty messed up. I think his wife died, stuff like that, and he was already like super smart, I want to say. So yeah, he was not on the best straights. I think somebody tried to stop him from offing himself, if I'm not mistaken. Like he had to actually get pulled back from trying to end his life. It was like he was going through some stuff in the original comic. But I'm trying to see if I push it just a little bit further, right? Make it a little bit darker. I would say he is a product of a lot of trauma, but if his stability was questioned, right? How human would he be if his technology is what he really immerses himself in? So I think that's kind of the absolute universe all wrapped into one anyway. So I'm gonna play with it. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it. All right, let me grab some of this. I think I can start kind of. Again, I don't want to. I'm gonna do everything on one layer. As far as the art, blacks, and all that good stuff, I'm gonna just put it all on one layer. That way I can kind of move a little bit faster. I'm not gonna keep y'all up all night. I know y'all are at your base of operations, or you at the club, and you get notifications that I went live. Either way, is what it is. I ain't gonna keep you up all night. I just wanted to get something on the books, get the design started. I may just design it tonight, but I just wanted to start the process of brainstorming, you know? Get some of these ideas out and then flow with it. Let me see now. All right. What are you guys up to on a Saturday? And I love how people just kind of bounce in and out. Oh, he ain't doing nothing but drawing. I'll be back. Y'all know I'm drawing. Y'all know what I do. You know what this is. You knew what it was. All right, hold on. Let me see. So if that is the case, right? And he has the other corresponding piece down here, right? I like what they did for him in the movie with the prosthetic pieces. Made it feel more grounded, you know? I'm gonna add, well, here's the problem. If I fill this in with black right here, I may need another layer. I may need to break my promise. If I fill all of this up with straight up black, okay? I'm gonna lose some stuff. If I fill all this up with black. So I'm gonna play around a little bit just to see if I can get some of this to actually stay. I want these lines to be in there, but I don't want to lose the detail. Shoo. Let's see if I can play with it. If I color it black underneath this layer, then I can still come back and kind of use these guidelines, these sketch lines to kind of guide me on what I want to see. So it's cool. I'm gonna do both. I will color everything eventually on one layer though. Let me see if I can't make this make sense. It's kind of hard for people, I guess, to see where I'm going. Let's see. And ooh, I kind of want something on the side. But that kind of defeats the T, doesn't it? Maybe. I'm gonna put a little black layer right here. Can't really see what's going on right there yet, but see, I can reduce the transparency. Put a layer on top of that, right? And then literally come back in. I'll select that and start just mapping out where all of this nice, smooth and cool, clean texture is gonna be. Very Tron-like, I'm feeling that little vibe. Man, did y'all go see that movie? I'm not gonna spoil anything, but did y'all see that movie, Tron? Ares? Anybody see Tron Ares? Somebody say some, raise your hand. So what was the inspiration for this mask? I am just vibing. The goal, I guess, is I wanted to really push the concept of if he is less human and he actually embraces more of his technology, he would probably hide more behind, you know, the idea that he is human and tech, kind of both, you know? Hold on. Suits, script, I don't know what that means. Okay. Let me go back to this. All right, let's see. But yeah, I think that's the inspiration I was looking for, is just him as a character. I did, yeah. As a character, I'm just trying to figure out if in that absolute universe, everybody's kind of just on a really, really dark path anyway. So I'm like, you know, if that's the case, what traumatic thing can I push push him towards, and it's probably his humanity overall, would be the trauma that he would be dealing with is, depression, and or, his escape would be the technology. So, yeah. Cyberpunk, a little bit, yeah. I think Mr. Terrific is very cyberpunk. It's just he has a little bit in our normal, in the normal DC. I think he has a lot more grounding, keeping him from going all the way, So I think that would be the dichotomy, right? Is if he didn't have that grounding or that humanity side of him, right? Then he would definitely just kind of fall victim to the tech. The tech would actually take over and or be his full personality, like he wouldn't be able to distinguish. I think that's the story I would tell anyway. If I got the chance to write it, yeah, darker side of a Mr. Terrific would be, what keeps him human. What, if anything, is that fight to still have some sort of humanity. Does he win or lose that? Because if he loses it, what is he? And he would probably really lean way too hard into the tech side of the things, Yeah. So, yeah, I'm thinking like half, very cyborgish. But then, of course, that leaves the question, what the hell is Cyborg? If homie is, if Mr. Terrific takes on that persona, what's the opposite of Cyborg? So, absolute Cyborg would definitely be, I don't know, man. That's a good question. That's another design. Can I see the Batman on the Pinterest with the baggy clothes on? Do you saw one in here? Oh, this one right here? Yeah, that is pretty dope. Yeah, that is pretty dope. AI is all over the place in Pinterest, so you're gonna see a lot of cool stuff. But I like the design. Design was dope. I ain't hating on the design. Got a lot of people, it's AI slop. It's a cool design. I'm not mad at it. I ain't mad at no design. Designs are designs, whether a human does it or AI does it. Usually the AI is being told to do something by a human, so I get inspired either way. So I don't really hate it. It is what it is. Hold on. Like that. Yeah, that was AI. That Batman. Mm-hmm. It's full because it's easy. It's easy to kind of put 7 versions of that same Batman over and over, and then people just find what they like and they use it as inspiration. But again, that was my point is I don't really care how the design is made as long as it's dope. That's what I like. All right, so then let me look back at some reference. You see how shiny this is? I dig that. I dig that shine. So I'm gonna take some of this because I want to use some of those colors in my design up here. Right here. I don't need all this though. Hold on. Chop off that and then chop off that. Right. Yeah. All right. So if you look at it, you got your blue, you got your white. As it transitions, it's like a bluish color. So if I wanted to, if I was crazy enough, I could go ahead and sample or pry. Let me see if I can match that. That's like maybe this. Yeah, I think that's that. And then we have to get the white to go in. But I'd want to control where those whites are. So, like there's some shiny areas that I would play with. Hold on. Like this. And I go like that. Wait. I go like this. And then, yeah, I'd get some areas that are absolutely shiny where it is. Some of these corners, these edges, some of these would definitely be shiny. Like that. And then we'll play with some of this stuff over here. Yeah. Like that. See what we did? Just getting in there. Alex Ross design. Yeah, Alex Ross did a dope design, man. It's just a classic shot. Again, he's still a dude in a jacket. And I'm just like, it's not dope enough for me. But that painting is amazing. Alex Ross did a fantastic job with what that is. But I'm a character designer, man. I want him to be like cool beyond just, you know, a good pose, man. I want that suit to really mean something. So what I want is something. Oh god damn it. Shut up. Okay, my bad. Let's see if I can get this. It's my fault, y'all. I know that I should definitely create a playlist, but most of this is from this little app that I'm paying for. You get copyright-free music. So that's what I'd be playing with. Let's go ahead and put it here. Like so. And then I'll color. Here. I'll put this, y'all. Wait. Not skin. Hold on. Here. Like that. There you go. At what point do you say I'm happy with this rough sketch and start filling in details? It's a feeling, man. I don't think it's the same for any drawing, you know? It's different for every drawing. Sometimes you get to the answer of the design that you're looking for faster, you know? And faster than in other cases. So it's different. It's different every time, I would say. But when you look, you know when it feels good. Like, yeah, like that. That's what I was going for. I don't want him to be a vampire. Hold on. Just trying to define some of these teeth. Hold on. Like that. Just like that. I get in, yeah. The most beautifulest thing in this world. Let's see. So, taking some reference from this photo, yeah? It looks like his lips are black as well, and I'm not mad at that, but I would color that on its own layer. You know what I mean? Let me see. If he had, right? Like a full-on, you know, body dysmorphia kind of a thing. Like he is literally indistinguishable from the tech that he wears. You know, how are you gonna, what kind of design would that feel, you know, feel like? I kind of almost, and it's weird because I know that he is got the T-spheres, right? But I want to go angular with his design. in places. Like you see all of this, I want it to feel more geometrical, even though he has the spheres in his possession. Let's see what we can find. Hold on, because I may actually go ahead and shrink most of this down. Let me see. Let me put it right here, like that. What's happening? All right. Thank y'all guys for the tips, man. Good looking out. Y'all are dope. You know, if you feel the need. But I think it's different. A lot of people have asked me that too. Like, when are you done with the design? I'm like, you'll know. You'll know when you feel it. It'll literally just be like, yeah, like that. That's what I was looking for. And then if you don't get that feeling, there's times when you can just be like, all right, I'll just move on. It's not doing what I want, but I can move on to the next piece and then see about, you know, trying to come back to the element that I'm struggling with, you know. It may or may not hit right away. Like, but I think that's the fun part of design, character design, especially character design for me. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'm close, or I know this isn't working, so I can scratch this design off. This isn't what I was looking for. I thought it would be cool if I did this, and this, but yeah, if you can't find it, that's even more, you know, of a kind of like a refreshing thing for me. A lot of people get defeated and they're like, man, you know, it's just not working. And I'm like, dude, this isn't working. This design isn't working specifically. So I can always kind of chalk it up to, you know, it's not the end of the world, but at least I got some confirmation that this doesn't work, or this isn't working like I thought it would. So I'll just hit the reference pool and see if I can't come up with something else, you know. And that's where I think my enjoyment comes from, really trying to hit that special point where I'm like, yeah, this is actually cool and feels cool. Like there's no question in my mind whether the design feels cool to me. If it doesn't feel cool to me, I would know right away too. But that's where I'm like, all right. Most people just you got to stay in it sometimes. You said how many pieces are in art limbo? Pieces you start. Oh man, I looked through my hard drive. I got a lot of them. The worst case, like the most egregious cases like that, is I'll find it in my hard drive. I'm like, what the hell? This looks good. Why the hell didn't I finish this? Where I got it to a point where the design is actually dope. I'm like, this is actually funky. I drew this. This is amazing. Why the hell didn't I finish this? And I'm literally looking at it like, damn, I need to finish this. I have a lot of that too. So listen, man, it's tough being full of ideas at times, because you're like, oh man. And depending on when I'm literally fleshing it out, I may be exhausted. Like literally, like a cool down sketch is at the end of the day for me. That's why I call them cool down sketches. But I may be too tired to finish, and then next day I may be caught up in 7 other different things, 12 conversations about everything else, and I will literally forget. I'll be like, oh man, I want to get back to that drawing, but I got 72 things to do today. I may not get back to it. So that's a real thing. So I got a lot of them, man. On my hard drive, I was just going through, looking at some stuff. I was like, oh man, that actually looked pretty good. What the hell? What was I thinking? So yeah, I got to get back to a couple pieces that I have been slacking on. Put a little bloom on that real quick. Put a little glow on that. Put a little red glow on that. He ain't happy. He ain't doing too well. Let me put a little skin tone on. Skin tone. nothing wrong with a little skin tone. A little bit of skin tone. So y'all know who it is. That man. That's brown man. That's brown man right there. Something I'm pretty sure I can think of a tragic story that goes with this is you know, he lost the battle with whatever thing that was keeping him human. He lost that battle. That's what I'm going with. He was doing fine, but then he wasn't. All right, so his lips, we said they were gonna go black as well. So we'll go ahead and give him some dark lips. And that's where I gotta figure out what would distinguish Cyborg from him, if that's the case. And it could be that Absolute Cyborg is, you know, I don't want to say worse. Maybe he is, he's in a different predicament, you know? It's not just his body. Maybe Cyborg went full AI. Huh? See that? You see what I did there? So Cyborg is not a cyborg by definition, right? If I push him a little bit further, Cyborg, next transition of, you know, a human machine hybrid could be a straight up, you know, AI with it. Yeah, that's what I think. Oh, look, I'll think on it. That's a curious topic for me. That's a curious topic. What would be the dark path for Cyborg? Similarly, he could lose his humanity, but how far does that go, man? Like, what would be completely jacked up for him? Is, you know, he's kind of battle. He's already, you know, he could be already lost and is on the grid. Yeah, see the new Brainiac? See what I'm saying? Like, that's an easy progression to me. Like, oh yeah, he's way far gone. Like, you know, Absolute Cyborg could have been gone years ago in terms of his actual humanity. But what does that look like? So, see, that's the fun for me. That's the fun part. I enjoy the theory crafting. I enjoy the storytelling, and I want all of that to come from the design. If that doesn't come from the design upon first glance, that means something's missing. So, like Homeboy that I'm drawing right now, Mr. Terrific that I'm drawing right now, should feel like a, you know, pretty traumatizing, you know, story just off first glance. Like, he is not okay inside there. But that's what I want. That was the goal of the actual design. Is I want him to be tortured. But you should at least understand who it is, just by first glance. So I'm gonna keep playing with it. Part of me says I will keep playing with it tomorrow, because I want to play video games. I want to go and enjoy the night. I used to use Paint to Side when I started digital. Yeah, man. No, it's still. This is the same version 1 too. Like, I love this software. I really do. Really do. Something crazy in me says that I should go with black gums. Let me see what that looks like. Hold on. Because his lips, I wanted it to not be perfect black. But let me see what happens if I get a boy black gums. Hold on. You know, straight up jet black gums. I like that. I like it. I knew I was gonna like it. Okay. Yeah, he gonna have some black gums. He's got black gums. Yeah, that's what's happening right there. Then for rim light, I think I'll get some like really polishy parts on his teeth, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, no, you gotta. I know they got updates to Paint Tool side. I know there's like a version 2 or whatever, but I'm like, dude, I don't really need any. I don't need another version. I actually prefer this. I'm sure they got some cool tools that they added with the updated version, but I'm cool with this, man. I'm good. I'm good. All right, so another thing. Look, another thing. Look, if I put a line there, that looks too cyclopish. Let me see if I do. If I do some lines that go from here to here. Paint his tongue. I feel like he should have a purple tongue for whatever reason. I don't know. I'll let the art tell me what to do, man. I'm telling you, I don't know why these things happen. But I see it as purple. Just like that, just like that. Cyborg, I like playing games. I like Hot Mod. I like Big. I like playing games. I like Hot Mod. Yes, that's what's happening. All right. You act like I don't want to have fun. I like having fun. Shit. All right, where did I put the red? Is the red here? Yeah, the red is on this layer. All right, let me put a little orange in there. Maybe a little, kind of like a core color, you know. Let me give it a little heat. Show that that's happening. Work in progress, yes sir. Come on now. It is what it is. I'm not gonna finish it tonight, y'all. I'm just kind of putting the rough sketch down. That way I can show you that it's gonna be finishing. But you see where my head is at? You see where my head is at. Now, the cool thing is, I kind of want to add some of the reflective. That would be the bounce light. Let me add a little bit of this in here. Hold on. This nice blue bloom. It's fast. It's a hard word to say. See? Just like that. Just like that. A little bit of bloom in there. A little bit. Yeah. Just like that. What I want to do. God, I'm thinking I want to get the what do you call it in there? What is his body? God, I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna keep playing with this. I'm like, what the hell is his body doing? If he is, that far gone, is he? Because I know I can see it in the comments now. So basically, Cyborg. Basically, sort of. But I'm gonna have elements of his identity, right? Sprinkled in, so he's not all the way gone, but he is definitely not human anymore. Due to the fact that he has that level of intellect, right? Because all you got to do is, you get to, as a smart person, you got to get your tail whipped at least once to be like, I'm never gonna let that happen again. So that's all. I just know that We're gonna start with some good old tech, something to protect his body, right? And then I'll keep the T-spheres somewhere in the shop. The T-spheres somewhere in the shop. We definitely see. I was just passing through. Enjoy the rest of your life. All right, man. Thank you, bro. Have a good one. I'll finish this probably tomorrow, but I just wanted to kind of get the idea started, and that way I can say I got something to play with in the morning. Probably not the morning. You know what I'm talking about. Tomorrow. But yeah. Let's see if I grab this. Like that, right? Y'all don't see me using my hand as reference, but always use reference, man. When in doubt, use some reference. Okay? Tell him I said it. That's important. Is that a multiplied brush? I don't think so. Which one? The one I'm using right now to draw with? Or the one I'm using to color with? I'm not sure which one you're asking. Which one? Let's see. Hold on. So then would he have... Oh, that's crazy. Okay, watch this. I like the idea of him having a chest, but it's always fun to draw a good chest. But if the boy is obsessed with T-spheres, right? What if, watch me now, I'm crazy with this one. You know, I be thinking, if he is obsessed with T-spheres, then what, pray tell, would stop him from becoming a T-sphere, factory himself? Like he himself is, he can create as many T-spheres as he needs to, right? Like what's to stop all of the T-spheres actually coming straight out of him? That's what he has become. He's a manufacturer of the T-spheres as he needs them. Nanotech, you dig? You see what I'm saying here? Right? So he is in fact just full. He's always creating more. Let me see if I can. Wait, let me see. So I think he has a T on his chest. Let me see. Does he have a T on his chest? Hold on, let me double check. Oh, for the bloom. Oh, no. That's the airbrush tool for that. No, I guess not. He has this going on. Thought he had a T somewhere else on his. Does he not have it on his back? No. Oh, I guess this is a T. That's a T. Look at how. Listen, man. I like the fact that his jacket looks thick and or leather right here. I appreciate that. But let's go ahead and incorporate some of that. Let me incorporate some of that. Hold on. Let's see. Like that. Hold on. Like that. Yeah. Okay, I think some of the shape language can come out. Like I said, if it doesn't feel like a Mr. Terrific just at glance, then I'm not doing my job. But I think the whole concept that this piece is really what sets him up to feel like he's Mr. Terrific. I think that's the goal. If I get that right, then I can kind of kind of keep moving with the design, you know. Hold on. And then I'm gonna let y'all go to bed. It's about to be 1 o'clock. I gotta get up early in the morning. Early in the morning. All right. All right. That look good. Right there. Like that, maybe? Like that. And then like that. Yeah. Like some of this I think is gonna kind of fit into concepts pretty well. But then if I really push, say, who is that? Then I can actually do some brand recognition with the design on his actual armor. I'm guessing it's gonna be armor. Pretty sure it's gonna be armor. Yeah, man, I like the idea that he is a freaking T-sphere factory. But maybe I need more T-spheres all over. Hold on. Sometimes when you're designing, you gotta hold your tongue and just feel it. Hold on, let me double check. All right, that looks good. All right. Yeah. All right, and then come down with that shape. I'm thinking, look, I'm riding the wave. I don't know how this feels or how it's gonna feel, but I'm riding the wave. If it gets to anything that I can be happy about before I go to bed, that'd be great. I'm not mad at it right now, but I don't know what his suit is made of yet. If he even has like a definitive suit, you know? I think that's where my brain is trying to go. I was hoping you put spheres on the shoulders. Yeah. Like, you know. And then I gotta like surround him with a whole bunch of T-spheres when it's all said and done. I'm gonna erase this one right here, but that's just so people know what's happening. They know who it is. You know. Like that. And I'm gonna blur some of these out. These are not gonna stay on this layer. But I'm gonna actually make some actual spheres. I'll use some actual circles, templates that I got. Yeah, man. And I think I'm what is it called? Fair play. I think I'm gonna play with that. I think that's his. I can keep some of this stuff there. Fair play. I can put that in there. You see how that comes together? I am not trying to be, I'm not trying to lean into so much what he is or what he already has, but I can still incorporate pieces. Once I got the headpiece, I think that's where I didn't want to be influenced. But yeah. See? This is the fun. This is the fun of character design. Like I don't know where this is gonna end up, but I'm enjoying it so far. So, I'm gonna let this play out, man. Like I can actually retire this evening and say, yeah, like that. That feels good. And we'll play with it in the morning, and I'll see if I can't continue the party, right? And add some color and some pieces of design to him. Hold on. Like that. Yeah. Like that. Like so, like that. Let's see if I go this way. This is his color. Yeah. I think that works. Like so. Maybe some openings here so I can get some red in there. Got some red going in there, and then this. I still feel like geometric shapes are better for this. Like that. But none of this is right or wrong. It's just what feels right to me. I want it to feel right. How do you build up from your flats to your bloom? Oh, the bloom layer is always at the top. The luminosity layer, I just have it on top of the line layer. As long as it's on top of the line layer, the bloom kind of does its thing, because it's over everything else, you know. So it's gonna work to actually shine through or on top of the liner. So that's where I put it. It's on top of every layer. So when I finally get ready to add a little bloom, it just hits like it's supposed to, man. I'll show you in just a second. Put a little bit more. This I really want to kind of spend time with. I want to design it. Like if the T-spheres come out of him, that's the crazy stuff. Like he's like, that's how I don't want to, lose this stuff. Appreciate it, bro. Ray, thank you, man. I don't want to lose the ability to grab. Like I'm gonna really render his hands and stuff. I'm gonna really go in and get that in there. But yeah, this is just rough. But we know now where we're going with it. Okay. I like where I'm going with it. I may add a little bit of what do you call it? I may add some apparatus, coming off of him a little bit, technology-wise, like maybe some armor pieces that really kind of drive home the fact that he is machine. Maybe some piping. I don't want too much piping. See, that feels like Cyborg. I think his should be pretty clean, So I'll keep him clean. As far as I can get him. But I want it to feel right. Like that. All right. Now, what all is black? What all is what? I think the majority of them is gonna feel like it's black. This is a good choice. See, as soon as I add that, that traditional, thing that comics do to show that it's metal, that cable stuff, that little metal Colossus, those Colossus lines, and then all of this is just metal, and that's how they just break it down. I think as soon as I add that, he's gonna feel. I think that feeling of Cyborg comes through instantly. Cyclops has instant recognition. You can recognize him as a machine, metal person. He's not a robot, but still, that's what comics has done to my brain. Anytime I see those lines just kind of doing that number, oh, it's a robot. That's a robot right there. A little shine like this going down, you know? Instant stuff. Instant. Cool. All right. So, my friends and friends, what I'm going to do is I will finish this off in the morning, but y'all got to see it. I apologize on YouTube, y'all. Look, I went and got me something to snack on and everything. But I got to get up early. So I'm going to stop it in just a second so you guys can actually bring yourselves back and we will color and render the rest of this Mr. Terrific, right? And figure out what it's gonna take to make this make sense, man. I really want to design the crap out of this thing, but we ain't got that time tonight. So there you have it. We got the starts and makings of a Mr. Terrific. I'm gonna make it make sense, I promise. Let me add a little bit of yellow to the mix here. Hold on. Like right in here. See what I did there? See what I did? Yeah. There you go. There you go. And then if I wanted to add a little bit, a little bit of crazy, yeah, always just add a little spit. Hold on. Add a little spit. Like that. Just add a little bit of spit. All right. Thank y'all, man, for joining. I think we got us a good spot. Let me open it up. I think we got us a good spot to actually get started on rendering all of the stuff that would make him a good hybrid human. Very close to a cyborg at that point. But yeah, deuces. Thank y'all for joining, man. Mr. Terrific will be finished tomorrow. All right, come back and I will definitely go live. I'll let y'all know. All right, peace. Good night, y'all. Y'all take it easy, bro. Thank you for waiting.